So you're thinking about moving to the west coast of Florida, the Sarasota, Parrish, Lakewood Ranch area, and you're thinking about building new construction. So I want to talk to you about that process for 2022, the market that we're in, and how it happens now as opposed to where we were 2 or 3 years ago. I'll be right back to tell you all about it. Hey, it's John Buice with the Florida for Boomers Network and Keller Williams Real Estate in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. If you're liking our videos, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to our channel and also click on the bell that's in the corner there, and that'll give you a notification when we put a new video up. We really try to get these out to you about once a week. Occasionally, if something happens in the market, we do something more often, but usually about once a week. So I wanted to talk to you about building a new home in our area in 2022. I'm getting tons of calls, literally since January the 1st. We market to baby boomers, and we've had over 3,000 inquiries about the Lakewood Ranch, Parrish, and Sarasota area since January 1st. And that's just my little team. So you can imagine how many other people have inquired about it. So I always want to talk to people before they come here to tell them about the process. Now, in the past, 2, 3 years ago, I was selling the Del Webb that's in Lakewood Ranch. I've sold more homes in there than any other agent. 21 homes that we've sold in there right now. And when Del Webb first opened, the process was I would take people out, show them the models. They would look at the one that they really, really liked, and we would go back. We would meet with one of the sales reps in the community. They would have different phases of the community that were opening up, and they would say, okay, we have these lots available for that size home. Which lot would you want? Then we would start the contract process. In today's market, it's just not like that at all. All the rules have changed. Everything has changed as far as buying new construction. Most of the builders now have gone to a process because let's back up a little bit. Let's go back to 2020, lockdowns, pandemic, and then we roll into 2021. So what happened in the market was everybody that was planning on coming to Florida, us baby boomers retiring 10,000 a day, weren't here. They were afraid to travel. So in 2021, when things started opening back up, everybody came to Florida. So the builders just got flooded and they could not possibly keep up with the amount of sales. So originally they went to a waiting list for people who wanted to build in their community. Now, what most of the builders in this region have done is they want to control the number of homes that they have under construction. They want to control the amount of supplies that they have coming into their communities. So they're taking a lot, they're picking the model home that will fit on that lot. They're selecting the upgrades to go in that home, again, because of the supply chain. And then they have phases, usually 1 through 5 of where the home is. 1 is in permitting, 2, the slab has been poured, the walls are going up, and 3 and 4 and 5. So about phase 4, they're releasing these homes and they're putting them out there for an offer. It's almost like a listing of a resale home. A seller says, okay, I want to put my home on the market for $700,000. That's what the builders are doing. They're saying, okay, we're going to release this home. It's got these upgrades. It's going to be on this lot, and we're releasing it for $700,000. What's your offer on that home? So some people come in lower. Some people come in at asking price. Some people go crazy and go over asking price for the home. So we want to educate you on that, but that's way down the road. How we do that, how we help protect you to make a good offer on a home that's currently on the market. So that's the two differences. A few years ago, By the time you came in, you picked out a model, you picked out a lot. About 8 months later, you have a completed house. Now, if it's gone through the permitting process, if they've started building the house, when you go to contract, you submit an offer on that home, you're probably still looking at about 9 to 12 months down the road minimum. And that's if they do not have any supply chain problems. So I've been telling my clients that have come to town, it's not the supply coming in, it's just the sheer amount of supply that's in demand right now. It's probably 1,000 times more demand than it was 3 years ago for homes. So it's the product getting here, how to get it here is not the big issue. It's just getting the amount of it here that's needed to build these homes. So the builders have put that process in because they know how many homes they're going to have under construction. They know the amount of supplies that they're going to have. The best place for you to start, if you're thinking about new construction in this area, start from scratch. Talk to a mortgage person. I don't care who it is. The builders will have mortgage people, but you don't know what builder you want yet. So talk to whoever you do your current mortgage with. If you don't have a mortgage and you want to call me, I can refer you to somebody, but start there. And especially if you're a baby boomer and you have a budget that you want to stay in, talk to them. Talk to your financial representative and say, hey, look, we're thinking about buying a second home in Florida, or we're thinking about transitioning to Florida. What can we afford? This is the amount of money we have, and we want to stay in this budget. So what price home can we afford? So that's none of my business. I don't want to know your financial situation or anything. I want to help you find the home that you're looking for in the price range that you're looking for, because everybody says, hey, I want a nice home, but I don't want to be house poor because we've got this huge mortgage payment, or we have this much cash and that's all we want to spend. So we want to help you there. So starting with the mortgage person or a financial person is the best place to start. A lot of my clients call me and I call it a big funnel. They say, we want to move to the Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, Parrish area. We want to buy a home there. So that's the top of the funnel. So start thinking about the things that are important to you, and let's whittle that down instead of saying, hey, John, we want to buy a home in Lakewood Ranch. Okay. What size home? What price home? What's important to you? What color cabinets? What kind of flooring? What do you want outside the back door? Do you want a lake? Do you want a preserve? You don't care? Pool? No pool? So start thinking about all those things and get really detailed about it, because the more information you give me, the better I can help you. Is it a 55 plus community? Is it an active adult community? Is it a I don't care community? It's not gated. It doesn't matter. Is it I have to have a golfing community because I want to golf every single day? You let me know, and then we start taking that funnel down, and we want to find you that perfect spot. So those are a couple of things we want to talk about. Let's see. Resales, that's an option for some people. Some people are absolutely no, I will not do a resale. But that's an option in our area. But our inventory right now is less than 30 days. It's probably less than a couple of weeks for people who price their homes correctly. Our average days on the market, this is April of 2022, average days on the market is 4 right now. Now, interest rates starting to climb up. We're about 4.75 as of today. This is the 19th of April. And so interest rates are climbing. And the word is out that they're going to get up maybe to 7, 8, 9% by the end of the year because the government is trying to control inflation. So who knows what that will do to the real estate market? Most of our market, about 90% of it right now, is cash. So the interest rates can go to 50%, and cash people don't care. So that's something to consider. And where do we go in that building process once we put our name in on a wait list? we've been called, what happens? So what we do, we jump in there with you when we go to contract. We sit down with the representative from the community that works for the builder. Keep that in mind. That person works for that builder and is there to make that builder a lot of money. So we sit there with you while the contract's being filled out, and there's basically two contracts. So there's the builder contract and there's the state of Florida contract that is filled out. Now the builder contract is extensive. It's saying the exact same thing that the state of Florida contract says. It's just in longer form. And it's telling you, hey, you're working with a builder and all the costs that may be split between buyers and sellers and a resale transaction, you as the buyer are going to pay that. You're paying dock stamps on the deed. You're paying anything and everything that's involved in a transaction where you're buying new construction because the builder puts that on you. So we sit down, we go through the contract together. The builder's rep is going to talk to you. Do you want this kind of flooring? Do you want this? What front do you want on the house? We call that the elevation. Basic things in the house. And then you eventually have a design appointment, usually about 3 weeks after you go under contract. And you go to the design center. And what I tell you to do typically is kind of bling the house out. And then let's talk about those things. What can you do after you've moved into the home that you can save a ton of money on? Normally, anything that you choose to do after you've moved into the house, you'll save about a third. Lighting, painting, now I'm going to tell you to put flooring in, whatever kind of flooring you want. Go ahead and do that because that's kind of crazy, changing out flooring. But outdoor kitchen, even appliances, take their basic package that they're going to give you for appliances. And if you want to upgrade later, sell those appliances, and you go to Lowe's and pick out whatever you want and have it delivered. So those are some things we'll talk to you about. We want to talk to you about which way the house faces. Is that important to you? Some people want something that faces dead west, that they can see the sunset every day. And the next person will say, I will not have anything facing dead west because I don't want that glare in the back of my house every single day. Some people say, I want north, south. So all those things we want to remind you of because you're excited. You're looking for that new home. You're talking about all the things you want in it. And we want to make sure you're conscious of what you're doing. Another thing to consider, storm windows. They're going to try to sell you those. In a typical size house here, 1900 square feet, that's about a $20,000 upgrade. So every house here after 2005 has to come with storm shutters. I'm a Florida native. I've lived here all but 7 years of my life. I've never owned a storm shutter ever. So that can get you through a storm. Trust me, a $20,000 upgrade on windows is probably not needed. It's completely up to you. They're amazing. They cut down on sound, but that's an expensive upgrade to consider. What else? That's kind of it, really. We want to talk to you about those kind of things as we go through this market. Because again, I'm having so many people call me. They're coming into the area and think, hey, we can just walk into this community, look at the builder's models and go, hey, that's the house we want. Yep, that's it. We, can't do it. Not one community here can you do that in, not in the state of Florida, because it's just getting so populated here. So those are a few things that we wanted to talk to you about. We are here for you. We want to be, again, that resource for you, not just about a home, but about a community, where you live, what's going on in the area. And we want to help you find that perfect spot. Again, is it a gated golfing community? You don't care about golf. Is it a 55 plus active adult community? Whatever it is, condo, villa, single family home. What are the fees? We're going to be snowbirds, and we don't want to have that $350 a month fee that's associated with that community when we're not going to be here for 6 months of the year. So all those things we want to talk about, and make sure you're aware of it before you make this decision. So again, email me, text me, call me. I'm available seriously 7 days a week. You can get a hold of me and I can answer questions for you. I did the casual attire tonight for you. This is my, this side over here. It's backwards with the camera. There we go. So this is my kind of like Save the Turtle t-shirt. We go to St. Croix once or twice a year. And we stay at a place called Cottages by the Sea. It's amazing. They're cottages, but literally you walk out and your toes are in the sand. So there's a lady there that is a big turtle conservation person. So we try to support her as much as we can. So hope you had a great Easter. Call me with any questions. And we look forward to hearing from you and helping you find your home here in paradise. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.